Yes, student, now we are revising our chapter surface chemistry. Okay, in surface chemistry, we started from what is the adsorption. Okay, adsorption it is a surface phenomenon in which substances gets interact with another substance but only in the surface. Getting? This phenomenon is known as adsorption, like writing by ink in a whiteboard or writing by the chalk in the board. The ink or chalk is only interact with the surface of the board, but it does not interact with the bulk part of the board or any surface. Okay, therefore this is called a surface phenomenon. Student, adsorption on the basis of type of interaction takes place between the two components. Two components are what? In adsorption we will deal two components. These two components are adsorbent. Adsorbent are what? Which provides its surface, okay, to the other substance. That is, it provides a large surface. Okay, you can consider it like solvent of solution. Okay, just solvent of solution. Okay, you don't say it is a solvent, but it is like a solvent component. And second one is called adsorbate. Adsorbate, it is present, that is the substance which interact, the substance which interact with adsorbent. Okay, with I am not writing the definition completely, you all know. Now, on the basis of the nature of adsorbent and adsorbate and the interaction takes place between these two, it is of two types. One is called physisorption and one is called chemisorption. Okay, now physisorption, that is simply only intermolecular attraction forces are present, called van der Waals attraction. Okay, that is no chemical bond. No chemical bond. Getting? But in chemisorption, the two component, okay, interact what? By forming a chemical bond. That is a special type of chemical bond, ionic bond or covalent bond, etc. Getting? On this basis, we can differentiate the physisorption and chemisorption, that being there is only van der Waals attraction force and attraction always leads by releasing of energy. Therefore, the physisorption is always exothermic. It is what? Always exothermic. Getting? But the chemisorption in beginning it is exothermic, but after forming chemical bond depends on the nature of two component, and thus it may be exo or it may be endothermic. In physisorption, multi type of substance can adsorb, therefore called multi-layer forming. Okay, but in chemisorption, it is not possible that if one time chemical reaction takes place, then the compound will again react with any other substance. That is, it does not provide its surface to other reactant. Therefore, it forms what? Unilayer. Physisorption is non-specific. Non-specific means what? Any of the substance can adsorb. That is, in this blackboard I can write with blue, red, yellow, any of the thing. But in chemisorption, that become what? Specific. Specific means only specific adsorbent can react with any specific adsorbate, not for all. Therefore, specific. Physisorption is reversible. Reversible means what? It can be removed very easily, but it is irreversible. Means once the compound is formed, now the adsorbate cannot be removed. That become what? Non-reversible. Okay, like that we have seen many of the differences between phase absorption and Km absorption. Okay, now next one, the classification of colloids. Okay, I am jumping to next one directly. Okay, classification of colloids. So very first, what are the colloids? You know, the colloids are having the particle 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer size range. It is the intermediate of solution and suspension. Getting? The colloidal particle or colloids consist two components. Again, we have to focus on these two components. These two components are, one is dispersion medium, that is, it is present in large quantity called solvent, that is act as solvent, and one is called dispersed phase, that is, it acts like a solute of a solution. So on the basis of physical state of solvent and solute, okay, it is of what? 8 type. Now, these 8 type depends on the physical nature of solute and dispersed phase and dispersion medium, like called sol, emulsion, aerosol, hydrosol, micelles, okay, gel. Okay, so this 8 type of colloids are there. You can refer from the previous video. One more classification on the basis of interaction. Between two components. Now, between two components means what? Dispersed phase and medium. So student, we have seen it is of two type. Number one is called lyophilic, and number B is called lyophobic. Okay, now what about lyophilic? If the two components interact very nicely, this is called lyophilic. Okay, this type of sol can be formed very easily because the interaction takes place very nicely. Getting? They are called irreversible. Here the meaning of irreversible is, once the sol is formed, we can again, okay, separate the two medium, and then again we can prepare the sol very nicely and very easily. Therefore it is called what? Reversible. Getting? But what about lyophobic? Okay, once the sol is formed, okay, it requires special technique, but after removing, again we cannot form the lyophobic sol because the interaction is not so specific. Getting? Now the next one is on the basis of particle size and strength and the type of dispersed phase. It is of 3 type. First type is called multimolecular. Okay, we will see in next video.